People just love to romanticize surrender. They say it like it's soft, gentle, mystical even. Just let go. Trust the universe. Stop trying so hard. And every time I hear that, I can feel the disconnect in my body. Because that version of surrender, it was clearly written by people who have never had to fight for their own safety, their own identity, their own right to exist in peace. Because when you've lived through trauma, letting go is not poetic. It's terrifying. You didn't get here by surrendering. You got here by holding on for dear life. By reading every room. By anticipating every shift in energy. By building control, structure, awareness. Because without it, things would always fall apart. So when someone tells you to just give yourself over to something, it doesn't feel spiritual. It feels like being asked to abandon yourself all over again. And that's where this whole idea has been twisted. Surrender is not giving yourself to something, not the universe, not to fate, not to some invisible force that's supposed to handle it. That's not surrender. That's disappearance. Real surrender, the kind that actually transforms you, is releasing yourself from something. From the patterns that were built in survival. From the constant need to control every outcome just to feel safe. From the belief that if you don't force clarity, force readiness, force progress, everything will collapse. Surrender is not collapsing. It's stopping the grip. It's saying, I'm not going to abandon myself, but I'm also not going to strangle my own becoming by trying to control every step of it. And that's where the idea of tests come in. People hear tests and immediately think punishment. Like the universe is watching, waiting to see if you mess up so it can withhold something from you. And that's not what's happening. A test is the exact moment you try to live a new way. Only while having memory of the old way. That's it. It's the moment you walk away from an abusive relationship and suddenly feel disoriented, not relieved. It's the moment you choose peace, but your body still expects chaos. It's the moment you stop chasing and forcing, and everything in you screams, do something or you'll lose it. That doesn't feel magical. It feels exhausting, confusing, and raw. Because you are standing in a space your nervous system has never known before. Of course it feels like a test. Not because you're being judged, but because you're practicing being someone new, without a reference point. And here's the part that no one says out loud. You don't pass a test by being perfect. You pass it by not going back to who you were just because it feels familiar. Comfort is not an option here. That's it. Surrender, in that moment, doesn't look like lying in bed, waiting for life to fix itself. It doesn't look like shutting down your will or pretending you don't care. It looks like choosing differently while feeling completely unsure. It looks like not forcing an outcome just to soothe your anxiety. It looks like letting the next version of you form instead of trying to manufacture her overnight. That's real surrender. It's active, it's aware, it's deeply self-honoring. And yeah, it's uncomfortable as hell. So if you've been feeling stuck, like you're in between versions of yourself, like you're tired of being told to just surrender when everything in you is already working overtime just to stay afloat. You're not doing it wrong. You're in a threshold. And thresholds are messy. They're disorienting. They don't come with clear instructions or instant relief. But they are where the old patterns loosen, and where you get a choice to decide consciously what you carry forward and what you finally lay down. So let's redefine this. Surrender is not you giving your power away. It's you refusing to keep living from fear. It's you keeping your agency while releasing the belief that you have to control everything to survive. It's you staying with yourself fully while something new begins to take shape. That is not weakness. That is mastery. And if the spiritual language you've been given doesn't honor that, then it's time to rewrite it on your terms. I love you all. Stay golden.